possible, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves, they try to defamate my character, but I won't let them, it's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she, Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy gets a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly
Perkins. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now Perkins. A throw on the money there to Doolin. Touchdown Colts. Ashton Doolin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 22. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Only 4 sacks for Kwity Paye as a rookie, but Indianapolis knew he'd need some time to adjust to the league. In his second season, they believe he's capable of double-digit sacks.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They go play action. Mills. And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. So now make that a second sack for them on this drive.
And Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have both bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
the RPO. He completes it. Touchdown! A great play there. 30 yards. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Texans, nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mills on first down. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
First and 10, Taylor now. Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw is Perkins. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
17-0 our score after one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First down, Mills. Right side, complete to Mechie. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
The slot man in motion right. First and 10, it's Pierce. Running right through him. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mills. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On third down, here's Mills. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. To throw on 2nd down, Perkins. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points. I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run once more with Taylor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Back to throw. Perkins. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Tremont Smith. He will score. Touchdown, Texans.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Perkins. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Taken down at the 42.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Mills. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mills now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
89 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action. Perkins able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On the draw is Taylor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On second down, here's Pierce. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Mills. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Perkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Pierce now up the middle. 97 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mills.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Hey, check that.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 117 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Mills now from the 50. Delivers another one to Pierce. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
A nice display of power, but only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Second down and goal. Mills looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the
pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready.
up the middle. Here's Taylor. And he's got some space here. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And some room to run now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On second down, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. To throw, Mills. This ball caught by Mechie. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans get a bit closer. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Perkins. He's got a man complete. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to Taylor on first down. No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a give to Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Throwing, Mills. That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mills to throw it. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Indianapolis, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.